Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 109 of the 72 review. If you're new to the channel this season, you will not know that we've changed the format. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for sticking around with us and continuing to support the channel and support this little podcast that we're doing. And you will know that we've changed the format to once a month, where we talk about each month individually, because I am expecting a baby, so time is of the essence. Let's just say that. So in this one, we're going to look through October. We've had FA Cup first round action this weekend as well, so we're going to touch on that. But it's been a positive month for Ian's team. It's been a negative month for my team, and then we'll go into the Championship and League Two as well, touch on them. You will notice in the chat I have put the link to the StreamYard, so if you want to pop on and talk about your team, I think while we're changing the format, let's just go all in. And if you want to come on and have a chat, you're more than welcome to join us.
Absolutely.
It's going to be about an hour long, and it is very informal. So you're more than welcome to come on and say a little bit about your team. But if you are new, I will introduce Ian next to me. Let people know who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Hello, my name's Ian. I'm a Rotherham United season ticket holder. And when the Millers are away, I'm all over the country for my YouTube ground hopping channel. So I get to travel around a little bit and quite enjoy it. And that's it, basically. Yeah.
And that channel is linked in the description down below, as is the other usual presenters and guests. Their links are in the description down below. They may be on in a little while, they may not. Obviously, family commitments do get in the way sometimes, but we're more than happy with that. As always, get your chats in the comments, and we'll try and kind of let that flow with the conversation. We've got Wheelchair King. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, let's get started. We will get the table up. Remove that one. Get this one up. So yeah, we'll start with League One. I'll let you start, Ian. Last time, it's doing it monthly. I tend to forget what we talked about last month, but I vaguely remember you being resigned to a League Two tour.
Yeah, I was partly resigned to it, but I mean, I've got to give Matt Hamshaw and his staff a lot of credit, because we started to get players back from injury, and we've sort of like rocketed up the table. I mean, it doesn't show the whole picture for unbeaten. It was 6 in all competitions, and that's including the virtual trophy. But having said that, when you get your key players back, it does tend to make a difference to performances and results. And we've had an exceptionally good October. Shall I go down the games one by one then, Dan?
You do whatever you feel fit, mate.
We started off on the Thursday night with the live Sky game with Bradford, and we got a very creditable 2-2 draw with promotion chasing Bradford. One of those games that could have gone either way. We could have won it. We could easily have lost it as well. But it was an exciting game, and I think 2-2 were a fair result in the end. And then we followed that way. 3-2 win against Oldham Athletic in the Virtue. We were 2-0 down at half time, and we brought a few first teamers on in the second half, and that made the difference. And then we went back down to Sixfields and got us first away win of the season. And we were a goal down at half time at Northampton and turned it round the second half. Decent second half performance, and came back worthy winners. And then a good 1-0 win against a very, very good Leyton Orient side, who had just, I'm sorry, Dan, but they just thrashed Doncaster in the game before.
Yeah, they battered us.
And we were a little bit worried about that, and we were worried about Dan Bollard, who got a hat-trick against Donny, but he hardly got a kick. And 1-0, it could have been more. It was a very, very good performance. And then on the 25th, we gained his first 3 points at Oakwell since 1969 in a 1-0 win at Barnsley. Barnsley pummeled us first half. Lots of, I think it was 14 shots in the first half, only 5 on target. And second half, complete turnaround. We looked the more likely to score. We did score with a cracking volley from Kian Spence, and hung on for once and kept a clean sheet for once. So yeah, very good result there. And then we finished the month, gave Man City under 21s a 2-goal start like we did against Oldham. And then the same happened. We brought 1 or 2 first team games on and scored 4 in 14 minutes to win 4-2. So that was October.
A very positive month.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. What's November looking like for you guys? Obviously, it started with
we didn't start it very well. We'll touch on the FA Cup later.
Yeah, but in terms of league games coming up,
right, November. We have got Burton Albion on Tuesday night.
And that's your game in hand.
A game in hand.
Yeah.
Which could shoot us into the top half of the table if we win.
Could shoot you up to 9th.
Yeah, it could do. And then on Saturday, we've got a very difficult game. We're at home again to Lincoln City.
They're looking good.
Who are a very, very good side at this level.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I would think in anything other than a defeat's a good result. Because they've only lost 3 games. They're doing exceptionally well. And then it gets tough. If it's played, because it's an international break, it's Luton Town at Kenilworth Road away. If it's played, but you never know with international breaks. I don't know how many internationals Luton have got, but that fixture might not make it.
Yeah.
And then on the 22nd, another difficult game away at Reading.
We're down.
Yeah, they're down there, but having said that, they're still formidable on their own patch. And we never seem to do well there at Reading, traditionally.
Yeah.
And then we finish November with a home game with Wycombe Wanderers.
So back end of November could be
hot and cold, but they're on a 4-match unbeaten run at the moment.
Yeah. I think Reading will be a tough one as well, because obviously Hunt got sacked after drawing 1-1 with Donny at the back end of October. So they could be a team that are difficult to kind of predict how they're going to set up or what sort of system they're going to be playing, because who knows who's going to be kind of leading them at that point in time.
I think a lot of people still think that Wycombe play the Gareth Ainsworth way, and they don't. No, yeah, they play a completely different style at the moment. But yeah, it's going to be a tough month.
If you get the points haul that you've got in October, or a similar points haul in November, it'd be another very, very positive month for Rotherham, and probably touching on playoffs if you have another positive month. But there's a long old way to go.
I'm not going that far yet. But yeah, it looks a lot healthier than it did.
And talking about touching on playoffs, I think that's probably what has damaged us a little bit this month. I think we started really, really well. I think we got 16 points fairly quickly. And then October's come and give us a very rude awakening. We've been brought down to earth with a huge bump in League One, and I think we've realised that it's not going to be quite as easy as we thought it might be. I mean, I've always come onto the show, and if we finish the season now 12th, I'd be more than happy. I'd be ecstatic. I think a mid-table finish, I'd be very, very happy with that. We were talking before we went live. I think I completely agree with what you said, Ian, that primary objective is maintaining our League One status as a newly promoted club. Completely agree with that. I just hope that this current run of form that we're on, we can turn it around after a good result yesterday in the cup, in the FA Cup. But yeah, October. I'll run through like you did for Rotherham's. Started at home to Burton, and that was a 1-1 draw. So you've got them Tuesday night. A physical team, Ian. Very robust. They'll come. They'll battle for every single 50-50. So yeah, you'll certainly be in a game on Tuesday night.
And they've got one player that at the moment is scoring for fun, that Charlie Webster.
Yeah,
he looks a really decent player.
Yeah, but yeah, we went 1-0 up in that game, and then ended up losing that lead and finished with a point. And then the Virtu Trophy, Grimsby away, we always tend to do well in Cleethorpes, and we did once again with a 3-0 win. And I thought maybe that will give us a bit of confidence. We're on the back of a couple of defeats and a couple of bad results. So 3-0 win away at Grimsby, kickstarters again, away we go. And then you mentioned it earlier, we went to Leyton Orient and got humbled 4-0. Not a great day out in London. Once again, we never tend to do well down there. And then Northampton at home the game after, 1-0 up once again, and ended up losing that game 2-1, which was very, very disappointing. And then we had Reading at the end of October, which was a 1-1 draw at, I can't remember what their stadium's called now. It used to be the Medeski.
So like Leasing Car
Stadium. Leasing Car Stadium, yeah. Yeah, so a 1-1 draw there, which I think for me, try and win your home games. And if you can get a point away from home, happy days. And anything more than that is great. But I think if you're getting points away from home and chipping away at home, we'll be okay. So yeah, a point at Reading, I was fairly happy with that. And then obviously a good result in the cup. But yeah, looking back to Bradford, 6th of September, since then we have played 7 league games, drawn 2, lost 5, and 3 of those at home. We've been 1 goal up in all of them and ended up with 2 defeats and a draw. So there's just question marks over kind of the mentality at the minute, and if we've got the kind of togetherness to really dig deep and pull results out. I'm just hoping that the win in the FA Cup just gives us that confidence going into Barnsley on Saturday at the Eco Power Stadium. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, see the table there. Barnsley just above us, same points, exact same form. 3 defeats, 2 draws in the last 5. So it's going to be one of those games. I think it's either going to be really entertaining and we're going to get goals, and it's going to be a really good South Yorkshire derby, full like blood and thunder, the full lot, or it's going to be a bore draw 0-0. What do you reckon, Ian?
I don't think South Yorkshire derbies, regardless of the combatants, whether it's United and Wednesday, Barnsley, Rotherham, Doncaster, they're all full-blooded affairs. They're all outs. I mean, how disappointed we are game at the Eco Power that we didn't put the effort in that I expected us to. But that was early season when we were out of form and confidence were low. I think if we played now, I think it'd be a different game altogether.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah. But most of them, to be honest, I think it'll be worth watching. Doncaster Barnsley. I think it'll be. If I were to predict it, I'd go something along the lines of a Desmond's, an end to end.
My dad will like that. I think he'll probably go with the old Desmond 2-2, won't he?
Yeah. But having said that, I mean, Rovers' goal scoring's a little bit worried. Only 13 in 14 games.
It's because we're relying on 39-year-old Billy Sharp and the replacement striker in Olasanya. He looks like he's won a raffle to be playing.
Sometimes. What about the guy you got in the summer, Hanlon? What's he been like?
Honestly, couldn't tell you, mate. It were kind of in and out of the team to begin with, and then for the last couple of games, he's not even made the squad. So I don't know if he's carrying a knock, carrying an injury, or.
Do you think offloading Ironside were a mistake, because it's looking like that now?
It is, yeah. I think he'd be relishing the balls that Middleton puts in, and I think he'd be a better option as somebody to bring on, but. I'm hoping Grant McCann's got a plan in like a bigger picture that we're maybe not privy to. Maybe he had to offload some salary or some wages so that there's a potential coming in January.
Well, nobody knows the inner workings of a football club, do they? So
no, but like you say, from an outsider looking in, it looks like a real silly decision to let Ironside go when the replacements that we've currently got are probably. I'd argue not as good as Ironside.
And also, you're missing Rob Street's goals, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, we are. So certainly missing a goal scorer. Occasionally we've looked very shaky defensively, and that shows with 19 conceded, -6 goal difference. I mean, looking around, as Leyton Orient score plenty but concede plenty.
Concede a lot, yeah.
But yeah, we're sandwiched kind of. We're not scoring many, but we're conceding too many, which is not a good. It's not a good recipe for a football club, is it?
Not really, no. I mean, from where I'm sat as an outsider, yeah, you're going to go through dips in form, but I think the squad at Rovers, I think, is perfectly capable of staying in this league. And if I could easily reel off 4 teams in this league that are worse than Rovers, so I think you'll be fine.
I hope you're right, and I do agree. I think the vast majority of the squad have the capability to play at this level. If that's a capability as a collective squad, I don't know, or if they're individually good enough to be in a different team within League One. I'm not too sure, but I do think there's enough quality in there to be 5th bottom at least come the end of the season. But we certainly need to change this poor run of form around.
I think you could be quite a way higher than that. But like you said, if you can finish between 12th and 18th, you've had a good season.
Yeah, completely agree. Any Donny fans watching, let us know if you agree with us there or if you disagree. We've got John in the chat. Evening, gents. Managed to actually catch you guys. Yeah, it's difficult now that we're on one a month. I need to be a bit more proactive on X and the social medias to let you know when shows are gonna be on. Next month, or this month, should I say, for November, is going to be the 30th, as far as I'm aware. I don't think we're doing anything. I will let you know. I will be more active on social media. But yeah, doing very well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. And if you have just joined us, the link to the StreamYard is in the chat. So if you want to join us and have a chat about your club, you're more than welcome. So heading down to the bottom of League One, Ian, Darren Ferguson was one of the early managers.
I did put a tweet on Twitter that I said, well, yeah, Darren Ferguson's gone, but they'll probably end up setting him back on in 18 months' time for about the 550th time. I mean, it's a surprise. It's a real surprise that Posh are down there.
Yeah.
But they just don't seem to be getting any sort of run going. Once, like there, the win 1, lose 2.
Yeah.
That's not a good recipe.
No. There's 3 of the bottom 4 that I'm surprised to see there. I mean, ATI will probably disagree with us. He was pretty open early on that Plymouth were going to struggle this season, but I still think they've got enough in the squad to not be in the position that they're currently in.
And also, Ian Everett's going to have a hell of a job getting Blackpool to be the best team in League One, like his Bolton team were.
There's some way to go, isn't there?
Well, I mean, there's a long way to go. I mean, Blackpool have got a lot of quality.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised they're down there. We're only 14 games in. I mean, let's face it. If you can remember a couple of years ago, the start that Coventry City made in the Championship, they ended up nearly getting promoted. So, you know, all it takes is 3 or 4 wins on the bounce. And
the picture changes, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, Burton Albion in 20th are doing better than I thought they'd do, because normally they're absolute dog dirt until Christmas, and then they pull it round after that.
Yeah, they have the Christmas dinner and they must put something in it, because after that they're pretty decent, aren't they?
They are, yeah, and they're a dangerous team. Team, Burton. Reading not doing as well as I expected, but they've had a lot of turmoil there, managerial wise. I think they'll get it right. I think Reading always come good, especially in this division.
Yeah, and I think the off-field issues are going to take its toll, aren't they? And it's going to take a bit of time to kind of stabilise and start to kind of see that improvement. So, I think they'll be all right. Like you say, they're decent at home.
They are, yeah. I mean, Exeter keep pulling the old surprise win out. But, I mean, when I saw them down at our place, I mean, we only beat them 1-0. It should have been 9.
Yeah.
Exeter, to me, Exeter in 18th, I can see them falling further because they're not a very good team at all, in my opinion. They've got an excellent goalkeeper that kept the score down at our place. But, I weren't in. They're the worst side I've seen this season so far.
Yeah.
In this league.
So I was away for our game. It was the season opener, and we beat them 1-0. But yeah, I think probably worst team I've seen this season. I'd have to say your boys, because like you say, there was just no fight in a Yorkshire derby. But
yeah, exactly.
From what I've seen in recent weeks, that's turned around.
That's unacceptable. I mean, I think we got away light with a 1-0 defeat there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've turned it around, and that it just shows that it is
to an extent. Yeah. I'm not getting giddy yet.
No. Underperformers, I'd probably say Huddersfield and Luton at the minute.
Yes, I would. Yes.
They had expectations of being up there pushing for top two. Obviously, like you say, it's very early days. They've only played 13.
It is.
There's still another
like I said,
36
a few
games.
wins. But having said that, I would say Huddersfield has been very disappointing.
Yeah. I think that's the disappointing thing for me for Huddersfield. 6 defeats. They've not been able to kind of avoid defeat and get a draw out of it. Same with Luton. Exact same record, 6 wins, 6 defeats, 1 draw apiece. And I think you change some of those defeats into draws, and it looks more positive, doesn't it?
It does.
But just not having kind of that staying power to
another one, another 2 teams there, Huddersfield and Luton Town. You look at the squad lift, and it's quite frightening.
Yeah, should be much higher.
Yeah, there should be much higher, and there's definitely highly rated players in both squads that are underperforming.
Yeah, I mean, even the goal difference, 0 goal difference. It's an underwhelming start, I'd say, for both sets of fans. And if you're Huddersfield or Luton fan watching, feel free to disagree. Overachievers so far, though, it's got to be.
You've got to put Mansfield in that.
And Mansfield, yeah.
Mansfield doing exceptionally well, and also, I mean, 21 goals in 14 games, one of the highest. It's exceptionally good. Hard side to play against. Nigel Clough gets his sides well prepared. They're defensively strong, and they come at you and keep coming at you.
Yeah.
I mean, the one of these teams that if they're 2-0 up, they don't sit on it; they go for more.
Yeah, and that's what you want as a fan, isn't it? You want to see them.
Of course, it is. Yeah. I mean, they're doing extremely well. Bolton have picked up a lot.
Yeah.
Picked up a lot. When they get momentum, it's hard to stop them. They've got a great fan base that get behind the team. And the Reebok, I'm not going to call it the Tough Sheet Stadium or whatever. Yeah, it's intimidating, and it could be a bit too much for some opposition teams. But, I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, but overachieving, forget the cup defeat yesterday, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we had them rock bottom, didn't we? I think, if I remember rightly, we had Wimbledon down there, we had Mansfield down there. I think Burton and Northampton were our other 2 kind of flirting with relegation. So to see Wimbledon in 6th and
Can you imagine Wimbledon in the Championship?
No, not at all.
It would be a hell of an achievement, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I think there's obviously the story there from MK Dons and Wimbledon, and seeing Wimbledon have to start all over again, and now they're at this level, and they've taken to it like a duck to water, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, very impressed.
Yeah, Stevenage as well. Got to credit them.
He's doing a great job. Alex Ravel there, really good job there. No stars in the team. There's no standout players. They're just a load of players that work really well as a team.
Yeah.
And 8 wins out of 12. That is exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Cardiff and Stockport, we kind of expected to be in and around the mix.
Brilliant.
And I mean, Stockport looking decent at the minute. 4 wins on the bounce, 28 points.
I think I had them as champions. I'm sure.
I think we did. Yeah, I think we either went Stockport or I can't remember. I'll have to have a look back. But we had them certainly up in the mix. Team we didn't have in the mix was Bradford. Obviously,
Yeah. 4 draws on the bounce.
Yeah, it's
and
hindered their progress a little bit.
Cheltenham beaten at Cheltenham in the cup. But look at that, 1 defeat, and we all know that defeat were 2.
Yeah. But what I'd take to not have that defeat or not have that win, but have a better form throughout October, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he's making our 2-2 draw with Bradford look a very good result.
Yeah, it is. But no, performing extremely well. And they're another team that there's not really a standout player that you think he makes them click.
It used to be Andy Cook, but I mean, he's in and out of the team now. Cookie.
Yeah. They've just got a squad that's working for each other, haven't they?
They've just got a squad that's working, and they've got a good manager as well, Graham Alexander. Yeah,
they have indeed.
And also, they've got everything. They've got the crowd. They've got the fan base.
Yeah,
I can actually see them staying up there.
Yeah, now they've had a start like this. I think I agree with you. I think they can continue to kind of maintain that position, but every team does have a blip at some point.
They do.
Bradford fans might be arguing that four draws on the bounce is their blip, and if that's a blip that every team has, then I'm looking forward to our 4 draws on the bounce.
Yeah, true.
So that's League One. We will do League Two and Championship. We'll have a look through the tables, but we'll have a quick look through the FA Cup first round results. And if you see one as we're going through that you want to talk about, Ian, just have a shout up and we'll stop.
The first one, the Friday night game, Luton against Forest Green, and boy, were Luton lucky.
They were
3-0 up. Forest Green took it back to 3-3, then hit the bar.
Yeah. Then
Luton scored, and then Forest Green missed a sitter in injury time. An absolute sitter.
Yeah.
They're through, but I think Robbie Savage were proud of his players at the end.
And I think for any non-league team throughout, or even a league team, like when we went to Spurs, I think you just want to put performance on and not be
humiliated.
Yeah, and the result will kind of take care of itself. And I think Forest Green fans and players and staff can be very proud of the effort that they put in and took Luton all the way. Chelmsford 4-1 winners over Braintree. So
they're 2-0. I think that was a derby, some sort of derby. You know,
I have no idea where either of those places are.
Yeah, I don't know about that area of the country. I mean, Lincoln going out at Salford were a surprise.
Question for you. Do you think some teams are particularly fussed about the FA Cup? Especially like you look at Lincoln performing really well in League One. Could this be seen as a bit of a distraction? Possible extra games where you could end up getting injuries or something like that?
Honestly, I mean, our result against Swindon Town yesterday, I mean, we ended the game with 5 academy graduates on the pitch, 2 of them making the first team debuts. I mean, that's what I'm a little bit angry about our manager, Matt Hamshaw, not taking the competition seriously enough.
Yeah.
You can get away with it to an extent in Virtue Trophy because it doesn't matter about the result there. Yeah. I think it matters more to fans in the FA Cup. I mean, we've got an absolutely awful record in the FA Cup. We always go out the first round, always. But it'd be nice just once to get to the 3rd, 4th round. You know,
and get
a bit like what Rovers did when they played Palace.
Yeah,
they had a pretty good run.
It weren't long ago that you boys played Man City, was it?
Do you have to bring that up? We lost 7-0, and we only got to the 3rd round because we were a Championship club at that time. So we didn't have a cup run. We just
Right. So that was your first
at
game.
the Etihad and got absolutely murdered.
Sorry, and I thought you'd
all
at
right.
least been in one
Yeah.
round and got through to play Man City.
No. It's because we were in the Championship. Do you remember them days? We used to get a buy into third round, Dan.
Yeah, they were a while ago. Hopefully, we get back there one day. Thomas has come into the chat. November's a hard month for Donny. Barnsley, possibly a draw. Hopefully a win. It'd be nice to have the bragging rights. Bradford, that's in the Virtu Trophy. So no points on offer for that one. Lincoln away, tough place to go. They're playing really, really well. Then Stevenage away again, a team in form, and then
that is a tough
Stevenage home. Sorry, I think, and then away at Peterborough. Anyone's guess because
that's a tough
who knows?
Month.
Yeah. 4 points. I'd like a few more in over the month, maybe 7, 9 double figures to push it, but we will see. Looking through the FA Cup first round ties again, Scunny, unlucky not to get through against Blackpool. It'd be nice to face them in the second round. But there we go. Burton, you've got them Tuesday night in. They put 6 past St Albans City.
That has frightened me half to death. That Burton scoring 6 just before they come to us.
Hopefully they've spent up.
Got a slightly better defence than St Albans City somehow.
Only slightly.
Argyle's season keeps going from bad to worse, doesn't it?
Yeah. And we were talking before we went live about kind of the excitement of the FA Cup and is it dwindling away? I think ties like that kind of make it dwindle away because Wycombe and Plymouth are both bottom end League One teams at the minute.
Yeah.
That game has nothing, no excitement, no build up, nothing.
No.
I'm not sure how they could change it to kind of re-inject or kind of reinvigorate the competition a little bit though. We will see.
I was going to say the FA could do something about sort of like non-league sides not drawing each other and getting a guaranteed tie against a league team.
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be a lot better.
Yeah,
I mean because there were 3 or 4 times that were just all non-league, weren't
they? Yeah, and then it gives more non-league teams kind of a bit of a payday. But then I suppose non-league teams playing each other, that's more non-league teams going further in the competition as well. So there's arguments both ways, isn't there? But I don't know. We will see. We've got Charles. Charles joined us. Good evening. Nice to see you. It's been a while.
I know. It's been quite I'm not too bad, thank you, Ian. It's been quite a few weeks. Been back on the uploads today after a nice break. It was nice to take a break for a few weeks and just trying to get my head straight and my mental side straight. But back on the uploading on both channels, thankfully. I've just been going at it as much as possible, really.
Top man. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Obviously, Donny's not helped that last month. Football is one of those things that can really determine anybody's mood. You're either in a positive one because your club's done well, or you're in a negative one because they're not performing as well as you'd like. But question to you, mate, FA Cup. Is the magic still alive for you or not?
I do think so. I think there is those rare occasions. I mean, Gainsborough at the minute could be on for one. We know Gateshead beat Wimbledon, knocking them out. Carlisle in extra time against Reading. So there is those few. I think compared to previous times, like even thinking back to like 2010 when you get 8th tier against 5th tier and things like that. There's examples still nowadays. I think there's less now than there was 10, 15 years ago, but I think there's still magic there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to think so. And it's nice to see that Gainsborough brought one back just before we went live. It was 1-0 to Accrington. So obviously that could be going into extra time.
90 plus 1.
Yeah. Extra time.
We might be on for penalties there.
Yeah, fair play to Gainsborough. That Totswana on the, I can't remember what position he is, but Totswana for Gainsborough has been a bit of a live wire today. So fair play to him.
And it's games like this one here, Brackley, taking Notts County all the way to penalties and winning. I think the magic's got to still be there for occasions like that. There's no competition in the world that offers that opportunity to non-league clubs in any other country, and for me, we need to protect it. It's the best.
It's quite ironic. It's quite ironic with that Brackley game that it was a penalty that kept them in it, and it was a penalty that won them that tie in the end anyway.
Yeah. Definite penalty though.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Ian, you kind of mentioned Rotherham and the FA Cup and not taking it too seriously. Talk us through your 2-1 defeat.
Well, the thing is, right, what angered me more was the team selection. The team selection was made up of academy graduates, how can I put it, squad members rather than first teamers.
Yeah.
And then putting square pegs in round balls. I can understand we've got 2 important league games coming up this week. But there were no Joe Rafferty, there were no Kean Spence, there were no Josh Benson. There were Sam Nombe started, scored a goal in 5 minutes, and then were hauled off on time at half time because of the league games that we've got coming up.
He's just returning Nombe, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Put a graduate on. Swindon got the bit between the teeth, attacked us at will because of the weak central defensive partnership we had. We even had Jordan Hugill playing at centre half. That's how bad it was. And they eventually equalised. Ollie Palmer, who always scored against us, regardless of the team he's playing for. And then in extra time, it didn't alter. In fact, we were expecting the winning goal. But when it came, I think it was 115th minute, we thought, well, thank God it's not penalties. We can go home a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But if you look at the stats.
Oh, sorry.
All right, no worries.
If you look at the stats, there we go. Oh, there are no stats. Fantastic.
It's not giving them as any stats. But I would have thought.
This must have been an enthralling game to watch in based on these stats.
I would have thought that Swindon had double the amount of efforts and double the amount of efforts on target. It was just that we really played as though they wanted the 6th of December off, the playing staff, so they can have a day off, which eventually happened. And good luck to Swindon. I like Ian Holloway anyway, as a bloke. I think he's a really nice bloke. So good luck to him. And they brought 800 plus fans, which is a pretty good effort, that from the West Country. And in an half, 3/4 empty stadium, because the official attendance were only 3,500. So that's the Rotherham public saying we don't care about the FA Cup.
Yeah. I did find the stats, by the way. I did find the stats.
Go for it. Google's done me absolute dirty there, hasn't it?
Well, I thank FOTMob for this.
Go on.
So 51% of the ball to Rotherham, 49 to Swindon. Both Rotherham had 10 shots, 3 on target. Swindon had 18 shots, 11 on target. Swindon won their corners 9-4. So that's the main stats.
The thing is, I mean, really, Swindon should have won it in normal time because Cameron Dawson had one of them games where they were saving everything.
Yeah.
So I think if Rotherham had put the second team keeper in, Ted Cam, I think it would have been done by 90 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's leagues of bread and butter, isn't it? Like you say, it'd have been nice to have that cup run and that potential glamour tie in round 3 or 4. But I think a club of Rotherham size and Donny size, really, we should be kind of pushing towards that top end playoff picture of League One. And sometimes this competition can, or the number of competitions that we're in can sometimes be a distraction with Virtu Trophy, Carabao Cup and FA Cup. But I'm on the same page as you. I think the FA Cup it's special and it should be full strength, regardless of what stage you're at.
You do see clubs historically that have good cup runs and it actually detracts from the league position, and they start going backwards in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because it can go both ways. We've seen other clubs that have had a good cup run, and it filters onto the league form as well, and it just
because it keeps momentum.
Yeah. So tough one. For me personally, I'd like to see full strength and go as far as you can in the competition. But
I agree.
I am not a manager.
No, I'm of the same opinion. I go full strength for the FA Cup because it's those special memories that you don't get every single season. That's why when I look at Liverpool, for example, against Palace and their lineup, I felt disrespect. I think they disrespected English football with the way how much respect they gave it.
Yeah,
Liverpool Football Club should have reimbursed every one of them 50-odd thousand people that paid to watch a reserve Liverpool side. In fact, it weren't even a reserve Liverpool side. It were a youth team.
Yeah.
I mean,
I felt sorry for them kids. I felt really sorry for them kids because they were being hung out to dry against a full strength Palace side. And I felt sorry for the kids that played, and I felt embarrassed for Arne Slot that he's a football manager after that performance.
Strong words from Chal.
he's a one-season wonder. I'm not gonna come out and say anything different. He's a one-season wonder. If you want a serial winner, ask Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, true. On the FA Cup,
be top 4 though.
Yeah, there should be
top 6
for us. Chal, 2-1 win.
Yep.
We did go full strength, and at the end of the first half, it looked like it could have been another one of those games where we put a lot into it, did everything but score. Ian mentioned earlier that the goal scoring doesn't look great for Donny, which I completely agree with. It's one of our weaknesses at the minute, and it looked like it was going to be his undoing yesterday at half time. Demetriou, bit of a thorn in our side. He loves to give us a bit on Twitter, or he did.
I like Dimitri as a player, but when he's playing against us, Jesus Christ, he doesn't half annoy me.
Very good finish though.
It's
just we haven't closed him down quickly enough. But he's found his spot and put it beyond low to Tyler. It's hit the post and gone in from 25 yards. And as a centre back scoring 25 yards, sometimes you've just got to tip your hat to it, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, for a centre back, his goal scoring records are great.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
But then turned it around in the second half. I do just want to send our condolences to Luke Molyneux. Put a tweet out today saying that he'd lost his granddad last week. So to come out and play, losing a granddad is not a nice thing, especially if it's one that supports you and pushes you like I believe Luke's did. So yeah, sincere condolences to Luke, and it's not a nice time, but to go out there and put on a decent performance just shows the mentality of him. And sometimes he's come under a bit of fire recently for poor performances, and it makes you just think maybe things have been going on for a number of weeks, and sometimes as fans maybe we should take a step back and realise that footballers are people ultimately, they're human beings, and they've got stuff going on at home. If we have a bad day at work, sometimes it can be overlooked. But as a footballer, you have a bad day and you've got a million eyes on you, haven't you? And sometimes I think as football fans, we just need to maybe have a bit of perspective that these are human beings and they've got lives outside of the white lines, and maybe just give them a bit of breathing space sometimes. But I hope he's all right. But on this result, very good performance in the second half. Couple of decent goals and through to the second round. So who would you want in the second round?
Oh, first of all, I just want to say on Luke Molyneux, Accrington if they get through. No, first of all, just on Luke Molyneux, I'm of the same opinion. I messaged him privately today just to say thoughts with him and his family. I've been through the same thing that he's been through, so I know exactly how he must be feeling by now. Praised him in the video as well. I thought he had under the circumstances, I thought he was brilliant on Saturday. I watched that performance back. I thought it was brilliant on Saturday, as was Bailey, Clifton. Second half much better than the first. We got there in the end. Was it a world-class performance? No, it wasn't, but we got the result, and that's what matters. We don't have to win pretty all the time. As long as we get a result, that's all I'm bothered about. In terms of the second round, I mean, I said my piece on Twitter. One of my mates, Sam, is actually the manager at Wealdstone, and I said to him, how do you fancy coming down to our place for round 2? So it'd be nice to catch up with Sam if Wealdstone get drawn at us or we go to their place. Gainsborough, if they get through, I'd love to get back to their ground. I thought it was a great ground when I was down there last season against FC United. So it'd be nice to go down to Gainsborough again and tick that stadium off again.
Yeah.
Looking at some of the other teams that came through, I mean, obviously Darren Moore, I'd like to get another strike at the blow against him. I'm sure every Rovers fan would. Tamworth could be a nice potential slip up, a potential banana skin. I could see Tamworth being that if they get through tomorrow. Barnsley just getting through against York. I think that could be a good one. Gateshead would be a very interesting one, considering Owen Bailey is obviously ex-Gateshead.
I think what I'm getting from this challenge, you'll take absolutely anybody.
Honestly, I'm of the mentality I will take anybody because, we got through to round 4 last season, got through to face Palace, lost 2 Premier League goals. Apart from that, we were great. Let's not be afraid. We might be a League One club, but let's not be afraid. If I was given one club, and I might be mental for saying, well, actually no, I was thinking about it, but they've been knocked out. You know what? I'll take Peterborough.
Yeah.
I want a challenge. This is a different Peterborough. Gives us a test for the league, and why not? Let's take Luke Williams on and try and put one past McAnthony again.
There we go. It's going to be Oldham
away.
Oldham away.
It's going to be Oldham away, 100%.
Those memories of getting Oldham in the cup consistently year on year.
Right, let's move on to League Two. Let's because we've got 10 minutes before we hit the hour mark. We'll just kind of move up from the bottom of the table. If you want to mention any of the clubs that are on screen, by all means, jump in. Newport,
it's
11
tight,
points.
isn't it?
It is. It's very tight. I mean, you've got Newport on 11 points and then Oldham in 18th on 16. So there's 5 points between 24th and 18th.
I mean, I saw Newport win at Accrington a couple of weeks ago, and they looked half decent. They had a decent cup win yesterday, so it's not all over for Newport.
No.
I think they're a better side than Crawley. I honestly do.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, we said this early game. It's only 14 games in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the season still left.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of clubs could go on losing runs, and the bottom 3-4 pick up a few wins, and suddenly the situation changes.
Yeah, it does. For me though, there's not really a team jumping out at me in that picture that shouldn't really I didn't expect to be in that mix.
I think
Cheltenham, they've had a hell of a run of form.
Yeah, I think they'll be safe this year. I think appointing Steve Cottrell was the turning point of their season. I think they've kept themselves up this season. Same with Harrogate. I think Harrogate's been doing well. Bobby's put in good performances for Harrogate this season. Shrewsbury doesn't surprise me. So there's always a team relegated that struggle. And to be honest with you, I think with what's been going off in terms of recruitment or boardroom related and the relationship with the supporters, it seems that they're a bit of an impasse, and I think a few results could turn on the manager as well. Crawley is a bit of a surprise. I expected them to be low, but I didn't expect them to be bottom 2. So I was expecting Accrington to be around that.
They got hammered in the cup as well by a non-league side, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the best non-league sides this season, by the way. Boreham Wood, one of the best sides in the National League this year. Newport, I feel sorry for the manager. Like I said, I hope they stay up because their manager is a good up-and-coming manager, and I did rate at least most of their recruitment. So I shouldn't think Newport will be in danger by the end of the season, but you just never know in this league. It's very, very tight at the minute.
I mean, that form for Harrogate's honking at the minute, isn't it? 4 defeats on the
4 defeats on the trot,
Yeah, my only question with Harrogate is what would it take for the dad to sack the son?
You know what? They're punching above the weight. I think even if they got relegated, I don't think he'd go because they're overachieving season on season, and I think credit's got to be given to them. I mean,
stopping in the EFL for Harrogate Town is overachieving in itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do like the fact that I like the town of Harrogate getting Football League football, but they are a non-league club. They're a top non-league club.
Yeah. Bristol Rovers, bit of a surprise. They had a poor start, and they're in.
Yeah, and now they're honking again.
yeah. They kind of revived the season a little bit, didn't they? And pulled themselves out of danger. But yeah, 4 defeats on the bounce, not looking good for them either.
I think this season's a season of stabilisation for Bristol Rovers, get themselves sort of safe, keep themselves in the league, and then push on from there. Second season, third season, get yourself as high as possible. I love what Bromley are doing, by the way. I love what Bromley are doing. They came up. I watched them when they came into the National League, nearly a decade ago now, and what they were building under Neil Smith originally, during the original days of Moss Rose, whatever the stadium was called, Hayes Lane, before it got redeveloped. Bromley is surprising me year on year at the minute.
Yeah. I saw their first ever EFL game at Harrogate last season, the first ever one, and they beat Harrogate 2-0, and they had a really solid first season, and I think they're building on that.
Yeah.
Off the pitch as well as on the pitch.
Yeah.
League Two, it's a division where everybody's beating everybody, isn't it? I mean, you look at Gillingham.
It is.
4 defeats in the last 5 and a draw, but just outside of playoffs by a point. So it's extremely tight, and similar to last season, any team can beat any team and go on a little run.
It's quite funny with Gillingham. It's quite funny with Gillingham because they were on a club record unbeaten streak at home or whatever it was, and then now they're on this honking run of form. It's like anything can happen.
Yeah.
Playoff pictures looking decent. Sorry, Ian, go.
I think Dave Artell's doing a great job at Grimsby, and I'd love to see them in League One. I would absolutely love to see it, because it's just when you go there, even as a neutral, it's a brilliant away day. It's one of my favourite away days.
Even just for fish and chips.
Blundell Park really should be bulldozed, but it's a brilliant place, and I absolutely love it. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that. I love an old stadium.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, I love a proper old school stadium.
It's a classic ground.
Yeah. Walsall.
Don't bottle it again.
Are they going to do the same as what they did last season?
Did you watch their cup tie today?
They look decent. I thought it looked okay.
They look good.
Eastleigh put it to them, didn't they?
I thought Eastleigh looked better in the second half, but overall Walsall just got the job done, and Eastleigh just couldn't take the chances.
Yeah.
But my thing with Walsall, and this is a bit of a statement, if they bottle it, either the same or even not as bad as last season, that manager gets sacked. But if that club's got standards, that manager gets sacked if they bottle it a second season in a row.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against the manager on a personal level, but you bottle a title race 2 seasons in a row, and you bottle a playoffs at least once, could be twice.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's worth binning.
Yeah, questions need asking at that point, don't they? Lovely stuff. So that's League Two. We will focus on League Two a little bit more next time, because we'll not have the FA Cup. But onto the Championship. There's only one place to start in the Championship. Good news and bad news. Sheffield Wednesday went into administration, which is both good and bad. Obviously, it's negative because they lose points, but the positive is Chansiri, the leech that was sucking everything out of Sheffield Wednesday and potentially making them a club that go out of existence, is now no longer part of the club, which is great to see. And the fan base, phenomenal fan base at Sheffield Wednesday, fiercely loyal. They've raised £250,000 just by spending in the club shop, and that just shows what
incredible, isn't it?
What untapped potential they've got at Sheffield Wednesday. And if the right owner comes in, I mean, I've seen that Mike Ashley's been banded about and stuff like that. Yeah, it is.
Keep that man away from Sheffield Wednesday.
It's a tough one, because he's a businessman, isn't he?
Yeah, but if you get someone who has got a reputation of owning, being ego-driven. I mean, do you remember when he renamed St James's Park the Sports Direct Arena?
That is why I want Mike Ashley to. Yeah, I don't know what Mike Ashley stepping 1 foot outside the Hillsborough gates. Otherwise, he'll get pushed back by a bulldozer. Yeah, it's one thing I loved. Well, two things I loved about Sheffield Wednesday. As soon as he hit administration and Chansiri was out of there, Chansiri's name getting scrubbed out of the stadium from all cylinders.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen it, and I'm sure people in the chat might have seen it. That video that played on the first game during administration when they wiped out the error Chansiri file and then rebooting the system with proper Sheffield Wednesday heritage and culture.
Yeah.
That's called wiping bad history away.
Yeah, and it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because obviously when Chansiri came in, he was spending a lot of money. It went kind of all guns blazing to get to the Premier League. They were paying very, very good money for players and
average players.
Yeah. And his name was getting sung from the stands. And then as soon as it all goes sour, is the worst thing to come around ever.
And then he pulled the funding.
It was losing that championship playoff final to Hull City at Wembley.
Yeah.
It all went pear-shaped from there.
Yeah.
It kind of gives similarities to Derby and Reading almost, where they spend and spend and spend, but then when they come to a certain point, they either can't put any more in, put the club into administration, or they pull the funding themselves, which is what reportedly Chansiri did at one point, and also wiping with Reading and, other clubs in the past as well.
Yeah. But I'm not sure how us as fans can just point the finger at the owner for that without questioning the motives of spending a lot of money at the same time. We just seem a little bit hypocritical as a wider football community, and I think the EFL should be held more accountable in maintaining the proper standards for ownership.
I completely agree. I mean, this regulator has to come in. What are they playing at? What are they playing at? It should be in place now.
I'm sure it'll be financial reasons, mate. It's all that makes things tick in football, isn't it?
There should be a solid set of rules and regulations that nobody can find loopholes in, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I think that's trying to implement certain things.
That should deter the Mike Ashleys of this world.
Yeah.
Well, I know one thing the regulators should be doing is putting a rule in place where football clubs can actually be grade listed, if that's the right term, so that they can be protected at all costs.
You mean like listed buildings?
Yeah.
A bit like when old buildings get listed and they get basically heritage locked, so they're protected from any development that could be positive or negative. I'd like to see a similar kind of rule for football clubs if there's a way of loopholing it around that.
Yeah.
It's an absolute minefield.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question now?
You
if
can.
we're getting off Sheffield Wednesday, what the hell is happening at Norwich City?
Can I answer that with a follow-up question? Because Southampton, by the way, has just sacked their manager. What's happening at Southampton?
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Southampton's just sacked Will Still. They've just been sacked.
And you can throw Sheffield United into that as well, to be fair, because where they were last season to where they are now, there's 3 clubs in 23rd, 22nd and 21st whose fan bases are probably looking at their start to the season thinking, what on earth has happened? What is going on?
I think when you look at the bottom 4, I think Southampton, in my opinion, is due to the recruitment. I think some of the players haven't been good enough. I think Sheffield United changing manager at the minute is half working, half not. I think it's taking Wilder a lot more time to bed in with the current group of players.
Yeah.
Norwich City, I think, is a communication between player management and recruitment, because Ben Napper seems to be the target of the Norwich City frustration, along with directors, CEOs, etc. Liam Manning's been giving hints in interviews that there's problems, but he's not letting off word-wise what the problems are. And obviously Sheffield Wednesday is an administrative problem from the previous owner.
What I'd say, though, is out of those 4 that you've just mentioned, Sheffield Wednesday's squad are the ones that are putting the effort in.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think out of the 3 that we've mentioned, Southampton, Sheffield United and Norwich, I feel more confident at Sheffield United getting out of it than either of the other 2.
Yes. And how mental would that be for us next season? Southampton, Norwich, Sheffield Wednesday's away days for us.
Oh God.
But if you'd have told me 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, that Sheffield United and Southampton from the Prem could potentially be our opponents next season, along with potentially Norwich City, I would never have believed anyone. Even
No.
me, someone who's optimistic, I would have never believed you.
So we just ticked over the hour mark. Let's have a look up the table.
I
Wrexham.
think Pompey's got to be careful because they're starting to become honking.
Yeah.
They got absolutely hammered yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They've got to look over the shoulders.
Fair play to their manager. He has built a good career for himself at Pompey, but it's getting to that point now where he's got to start getting results on the board. Otherwise, he could find himself out of a job. But he has done a really good job, and I think he'd be a good option for clubs in the Championship and League One if he does end up paying the price before the end of the season.
Yeah.
Hats off to John Eustace at Derby.
Yes.
Because they pulled it around 3 wins on the bounce, and that was an exceptional win at Bramall Lane yesterday.
Brilliant.
And decent starts in to Championship life for Wrexham and Birmingham. Wrexham mid-table. They'd be happy with that, I'm sure.
Not a lot of people give Wrexham credit because of the whole Hollywood story thing, but I think we'll be happy to say fair play to Wrexham for the start they've made. We didn't expect them to go straight back up to the Prem, but we expect them to have at least a steady finish, and they're achieving what they need to at the very minimum.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Charlton doing very well.
Yes,
very well.
The Nathan Jones effect.
Yeah. Love him or hate him.
Hull doing fantastically well. Hull City doing fantastically well.
Yeah, I think fair play. And Preston as strugglers this season, so both of those overperforming to our expectations.
Look at the goals in Hull City: 13 games, 22 scored, 20 against.
And look at the problems Hull were having in the summer, and look at all the uncertainty around the summer window and the recruitment side of it. Fair play to that manager for turning around that mentality over the summer and where they are at the minute.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Middlesbrough missed an opportunity to claw some space back this weekend.
They got hammered, didn't they, at Watford? They got hammered at Watford.
And it doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier for Middlesbrough because their manager is linked to the Wolves job and is apparently a number one contender, or one of the number one contenders, along with Gary O'Neill and potentially Brendan Rodgers. So it could get worse for Middlesbrough before it even gets better.
Yeah, it could.
Now, well done, Coventry.
The question is now, our Coventry going to deal with the first league defeat?
Yeah.
This is the true test for Lampard. If they bounce back straight away on a bit of a run, I think this is Coventry's year to win the league. I think I've not seen.
They were the only unbeaten team in the EFL, weren't they?
Yeah, and one of the I think they were the only unbeaten team out of the top 5 divisions, unless Arsenal didn't lose by that point. So, Coventry. This is the true test now for Coventry. I think if they get over this and got another run, I don't think I've seen a clearer title favourite than I have with Coventry. There's second place favourites and there's contenders for second place, but in terms of first and top of the league, I don't think I've seen a clearer favourite at the minute than Coventry, and I think this could be their year.
We'll see. There we go. Put his neck out on the line.
Shout out before we go. Shout out to Stoke City. I mean, they made a fantastic start. Everybody thought they were going to slip a little bit, but they've kept it up. Really good form.
Yeah, only 3 defeats out of 13. Very, very good form.
Very good.
Very good.
Millwall, shout out to them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the top 6, 7 teams, 8 teams even.
Yeah, I kind of don't want Millwall to go up though, because if West Ham's looking like they're going to go down, I'd like to see that derby in the Championship next season.
Well, you mean the friendly derby.
The police.
The
police won't be talking about it. The police will be scratching their heads in May, going, "Oh God, how do we deal with this?"
Accrington's gone 2-1 up.
Yeah, it's second half of extra time. Come on, Gainsborough. I think Adam and Lizzie are there tonight.
Yeah, 11 minutes added on. It's at 131, so it looks like Accrington through to the next round, unless something happens in the dining
We'll
section.
be at home to Doncaster Rovers.
So that's Championship, League One, League Two, and FA Cup talked about this evening. I've enjoyed it. We are doing the EFL Fantasy League. 6 points for me this week. As you can tell, I've totally forgot to change my team. So the majority of my team is full of League One and League Two players. Dropped a ball here. But you're doing pretty well, Ian. 34 points. You've broken the 800-point barrier, which is good.
Yeah.
But leading the way at the minute is Crowsley FC with 945 points, 39 points this week. But shout
I don't really
out.
care so long as Bailey don't win it again. He wins everything.
Some of the names I'm seeing in this league, 50 Shades of Grey, and oh my God.
Shout out to Sarkovic 90 plus 6 FC this week, 53 points. Very, very good week. But yeah, I still owe Bailey a pint for winning last season. So when I do see him at the football, I will purchase that pint for him. But
Barnes on Saturday.
we never cross paths. So Bailey, if you're watching, get in touch and we'll get that sorted for sure. Lovely stuff. So just over an hour. Thanks for joining us, chap.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's frozen. Oh,
No,
yeah, you're back. Thank you for joining us and having a chat. I miss doing this weekly. I really do. I think weekly, obviously, it got a core group of people watching. Those numbers have died down a little bit, which is a shame. Hopefully, they do start to grow again as people get used to the monthly show rather than the weekly. But ultimately, time is at a premium at the minute for me, so I've got to pick and choose my weeks. At the minute, it is looking like the 30th of November is the next show. So I'll just go around the screen. Chal, any final words?
Crucial month coming up. 3 big games that I will be attending, thankfully. Barnsley, Bradford all at home, and then I've got me all stuff booked for Lincoln away as well. So I can't wait to go to Sincil Bank again. First time in I think 2-3 years. Getting to that stadium, so looking forward to it. Taking the train as well, so I'm making my own way there this time. Crucial month, especially with Stevenage coming up at the end of the month as well. But yeah. Ready to document it all, share my thoughts, get back into doing the content again after a nice few week break. Really, really excited.
Top man, looking forward to it. Ian, any final words, pal?
No, it's been enjoyable. You look forward to it more, we being a monthly one now. Keep supporting your clubs. Don't get too high when you win. Don't get too low when you lose. And just keep watching your team.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. So with all that being said, I appreciate everyone who's joined us this Sunday evening to listen to us ramble on about our clubs. Join us on the 30th of November, where we'll cover all of November's fixtures for Rotherham, Donny, Chef Wednesday if Jake's on, MK Dons if Jonathan's on, and we'll open it up for everybody else to come on and talk about their club as well. Hopefully it's a positive month for everybody who does watch. Head over to the channels, subscribe to them if you haven't already. If you're watching this through the week, stick a big thumbs up on it, get your comments in the section down below. And all that's left for me to say is thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.